Welcome to the Wasteland News Network. Fair warning, this episode takes place within the PTS and contains non-story spoilers. This is a preview of the custom mode in Fallout Worlds that was released yesterday and is currently in the PTS. When you load in, you will see these four screens. The normal adventure mode with maximum 24 players. Then we have, with Fallout First membership, maximum 8 players. And those two adventure modes have character progression. This slot here, Fallout Worlds, maximum 24 players. And that's going to cycle about once a week. And there are 5 different modes where, as it now says, Happy Builder. We're going to focus on custom worlds right there, maximum 8 players. Now, both of these Fallout worlds do not have character progression, and you will see why. And you can go ahead and create up to 3 different maps or slots in your custom world. Now, this is a completely open sandbox, playground, whatever you want to call it. For creators, this is absolutely amazing to change the weather, to do any settings you want for building, and the colors of the world, whether you want sepia tone, whether you want black and white, whether you want an all radiation zone. Photographers, especially if you love Fallout 76 photography, this definitely is for you. So I just deleted the mode that I had started in yesterday, and we're going to go over to custom worlds, and we're going to make a brand new world. So go ahead and select your custom world. And it's going to have a template that will come up and you can adjust your settings. We're going to create a brand new world. So push A on Xbox. I'm just going to name it number 1. It's a little bit easier for me. There we go. And now we can go up to that slot and go ahead and customize it. Nope, I am busy with new world. Here we go. Edit. I'm just trying to work my way through all of these new controls. We're going to go ahead and edit. We can edit the name, which we can change to anything you want. We're going to go down to edit your world settings, and I'm going to go through each and every one. First up, we have workshop. You can set your free workbench crafting as off or on, so everything in the workshop will be free. Camp height. I went all the way. You've got high, very high, nuclear. We're going to set it at nuclear. Okay. Relaxed camp placement, partially or fully. So I'm going to set it at fully. Should be able to camp anywhere. Camp power, always powered. Leave that on. Free building, definitely on. Doesn't use any resources. Camp radius, we want that on high. Camp budget, high, very high, or 0. Okay, extremely low, very low, low, default. High camp budget. Relaxed building restrictions, we'll set that to on. And that's that one. Combat, equipment durability, we're setting that to weak or strong. Invincible, nothing is going to break. Legendary mod effects, you can toggle on or off. We're going to leave those on. Proximity enemy spawn, off or on. And difficulty, I should have turned that off actually. Difficulty hard, very hard. Nuclear or easy. I have it set to easy. Let's toggle that back to easy. There we go. PvP rules. We have always, never, or default. So I'll set it to always. Nuked flora and creatures on. VATS and melee AP cost you can set to high, very high, nuclear, or 0. So let's head that. We'll just set it. I'm just trying things out. Dismemberment, always bloody mess, or default. So we'll leave it on always bloody mess. Ragdoll behavior, there's a couple of settings. Increased force, nuclear, upward force. I think I'll just leave that at normal. Infinite ammo on. Damage received, high, very high, nuclear, or 0. So I will set my character to receive 0 damage. Damage dealt, you can set it to high, very high, think there was one more. Nuclear, yes. So basically you can pretty much punch anything and kill it. So that's at plus 900%. Damage dealt plus 900% and damage received 0. This is why you cannot stay in this world, receive benefits, do events and things, and transfer everything back to adventure. This is isolated. It is just in this world, and that is all. Your own playground. Okay, let's go down to general settings. And here's where the fun begins. There are oodles and oodles of options for weather. Clear, foggy, misty, misty rain, overcast, rad storm. I love that one. Rain, ash storm, a nuke. So that's the entire map. Searing, swamp, quantum storm, dark bog, and quantum storm rain, and then default. I'm curious about the quantum storm. Jump AP cost. High, very high. Nuclear, that's your AP cost. 0, let's leave that at 0. Jump height, I don't want to go too crazy. You have high, very high, nuclear. And I think there was a default. I'll just leave it at high. Power armor drain, fast. You also have very fast. We don't want that. Disabled. So leave it at disabled. So there's no power armor drain. Visual filter. There are a ton of filters for this. Black and white. You also have, and I'm going to show you quite a few of these in this video. Black and white enhanced. We also have feral. That one looked really interesting. Sepia. Sugar bomb. None. Okay, so let's pick one here. Enhanced. Let's leave it off for now. Drop additional loot on death, on. Fast travel, free. Map locations. We're going to set this to all locations discovered. And fall damage. Let's leave that. You could do high, very high. So you can make this whatever you want, nuclear or 0. So we're going to set it at 0. So really we're looking at the quantum storm here, first of all, and checking out some of the new build features. So let's back all the way out. And now we can take a look at what we had for our world settings. Just take one last look before we finalize this world and set it to go. Everything looks like what we had set. Okay, that looks good. And you can also set, just so you visually know which of your 3 worlds you have, I'll just pick this one arbitrarily, and you can set everything, including your own description. And like I did, you may have saw it in the video that I can delete these, so you just have to warn. If you have friends in there that have made these very intricate builds, you definitely want to warn them if you're going to delete the world. So we have world 1, choose custom world. Now, it takes a couple of seconds for it to actually build it. So we're going to go ahead and choose custom world and then play world. There we go. And it'll take a second, just looking around one more time. And it is loading, and you'll see in the bottom right corner, building world. It doesn't take more than a couple of seconds to do it. And you're going to see we're going to go through quite a few of these weather settings and filter settings to give you guys an idea of what you can expect in the world. I'm already starting to kind of put together maybe a mini little film or something. I love photography within nuke zones, so having the whole world as a nuke zone, I can finally do a little movie or do some photography within those zones. I'm just letting it run there to show you how quickly, at least on my PC, it loaded the world. Now this one is the weather is set at default, and we have a quantum storm. And remember, my character is taking no damage. So if there is any type of radiation or something here, you're not going to get it. So I'm just going to let it play for a moment and let you guys have a look. I think that came out of the storm, the mole rat. I saw a little, as they pop up, it's possible the stuff comes out of the storm. That would be kind of interesting. So it's got actually a quantum kind of turquoise look. And as you can see, I just have this basic weapon, just 1 or 2 bullets, and they're dead. I should try punching. Anyway, have a look at the sky. Okay, let me see. And there are daily ops that you can do, and events and everything. Okay, this is the new Watoga High School one. Project Beanstalk, Breach and Clear. So there are events if you want to just stay in this mode. Man, they are crazy. I'll just try hitting them. These guys are level 30s. I'm level 57. And you can harvest them all for all kinds of loot. And again, everything you do in the custom world stays in the custom world. Okay, so I'm going to head over to the White Spring. It has a nice big flat area, and we'll be able to see for you builders out there what the maximum camp radius is. So I'm at this place here. It seems quite large. What I'm going to do is drop the camp, build a platform, and climb it, and hopefully we can see how large the area is. I know it's probably, I'm guessing, okay, not probably, probably about twice the size as what we normally get. And again, trying to put down any of your shelters. Now, I don't know if this is a PTS issue or whether we will not be able to build in our shelters in custom worlds. I have it, but it will not let me place it. And if it does let me place it, I cannot get inside. Here we go. Let's try. It's letting me place it as a structure. Oh, unlocking the atomic shop. Well, it's letting me place it. Maybe I did buy it. Who knows? Let me try and get inside. And that is a no. So let's go ahead and just store it or scrap it so we can see what we're building here at the White Spring on the golf course. Okay. And I'll change up a few things. Let's see. And remember, our budget set at 0, so we have the maximum build budget that you can have in custom worlds, and we'll be able to see the height in a moment. We have that set at nuclear. So yeah, let's just drop down. And remember, everything is free. I set it to free build mode. So for builders, this is amazing. You'll be able to build and do floating camps, everything to your heart's content. You can save it. The progression is saved here in your private world as long as you do not delete it. So you could have camps all over the place. I think that's why they gave us those extra camps to purchase. So if you have your own private world and you want to build 5 or 6 different things, I think it's maximum 5 camps that you can purchase. And here I'm showing you the totally relaxed building. So I'm actually just placing these in the air and they're staying. So I know I kind of would like to rebuild. I've always wanted to build the gauntlet area from Fallout 4, and I think I might be able to do it. Now I got these nuke guys. Probably a couple of hits. These things usually take a lot to take out. So they're coming out of the sky or in and around the White Spring area. I guess because it's the quantum storm, it's like a nuke storm. Okay, let's put down some stairs to see how high we can go on the nuclear setting. There's a last look here of the relaxed building. I can hardly wait to see what you guys build in these worlds. And like I said, up to 8 people can come into your world, get invited into your world, whether they're in Fallout First membership or not. So we got 2, 3. Let's see. Come on. I'm not the greatest builder. 4, 5, 6 stories so far. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that's it. I'm going to subtract 1 so I can put a foundation down. Okay, there's your maximum height, and that's what I was looking for. There we go. Wait, let me just put that back on. There you can see, at least on a nice flat surface down there at the White Spring, your camp radius. It's actually quite large. I can hardly wait to see what you guys can build. Right now, I'm going to switch it up to the next mode. And I've gone ahead and left it at default on the visual filter and set it to Quantum Storm Rain. So we'll go back to the White Spring and have a look. And like I said, it just takes a couple seconds. Set as your active world. Go ahead and join. Okay. And the re-import character, say in adventure mode, your character, mine's at 57, say they made it to level 60, learned a bunch of new plans, had whatever else they needed to do. Hello, Zira, that's my dog. Re-import your characters so they get the benefit of your plan knowledge and your level and any other things that you want to, add. Okay, it doesn't take that long to reload the world with just that one change. After this one, I'll go ahead and just cut right away. So it takes, there we go, just a couple of seconds on my PC. Let's take a look at a quantum rainstorm at the White Spring. Seems a little bit darker, and obviously with the added rain, looks like the same, sounds like the same as the quantum, Rainstorm sound. Ooh, I love the sky. That's nice. Okay, just take a look around from up here. So, Quantum Storm with added rain. Just giving you guys a quick look, and on to the next one. This one is no filter, but I used searing as the weather effect. It's really like a blown out, overexposed look. And you could add any kind of weather, whatever on top, any filter on top of this. Again, this is searing. Wow, that is really blown out. And this is the nuke setting with no filter. So this is a map-wide nuke zone. And my character is getting 0 radiation, so 0 damage, 0 radiation. I have some interesting ideas. I'd like to do a full nuke zone little mini film. Oh, we have some buddies showing up. Yep, they're gone. So here's another look at the nuke zone option. This is crazy. Going to be a lot of photography done in these zones, I'll tell you that. All right, on to the next one. This weather setting is called Dark Bog. Very misty, very foggy. Let's go see what the distance that you can see is. I like this one, very much like Blue Ridge Mountains. When you get up to the top here and see the view, wow. Very moody. Reminds me, this probably would be a good one for Brotherhood of Steel. Just those nice blues and gray tones. And always a glowing one. Okay. So this one is called Dark Bog. I like this one. Actually, it's not too foggy. You still have a good distance to see. Just got to find myself some binoculars for one of my characters and start putting together a little script for a movie. All right, the next one up is Ash Storm. Usually you see these little bits flying around in the ash heap, and you get that beautiful circular sun. And it's a really nice, even. It's almost like the sepia one that you'll see coming up soon. So this is Ash Storm. Looks good. Oh my god, this guy keeps following me. Wait, he's legendary. We'll go get his loot in a minute. And this setting, I removed the weather so it's at default. and it's at black and white. And as soon as I loaded in this world, it so reminded me of Fallout 3, where you're in the memory pod area where you have to rescue your father, and it was so creepy with the little village and the creepy little girl. I'm sure somebody's going to build this like ASAP. You have enough room down there at the White Spring to do the little village and everything, the little houses around, and then the little circular playground. And since I've relaxed completely the building restrictions, I'm going to see if I can actually drop a camp right here at the White Spring. On the other video, which was in the public world, it was the building one there. I could not get too close to this building. So we're going to go right up to the front door and see if we can drop our camp. Let's see. Swing to the right. Your other right. Come on. There we go. Such a totally different feel. Okay, let's take the camp out. There's going to be some interesting stuff coming out of this. Okay.
Pardon me.
Pardon me. Okay. Let's drop the camp and see if we can. I don't want to mess with what I'm doing. Here we go. Yep. Can drop right here. Any of these areas. Probably inside too. I managed to get inside. Whoops, there's another one of those fools. Yep, I ticked off the robots. At least they're easy to kill. Okay, at least we have a look at what black and white mode is without any weather. This is black and white mode. It's really good. Oops. I was taking a look at the explosions. The arcing looks good. Everything. Fantastic. And yep, they're still hostile. Okay. Let's move on to the next mode. And with this one, I chose to add the nuke to the black and white just to see the lighting effects. So this is the weather is set at nuke and the filter at black and white. I'm going to try and head up into Watoga here. It's got some nice contrast areas. I'll let you guys have a look at this mode.
Hello, students. Watoga High School is here for you. Watoga High.
Tower looks good. Try and stay in this area to show you a few more of these filters. We've had a look at all the weather, so we'll do some of the black and white filters, the sepia, the enhanced, and the feral filters. Again, this one is nuke on the weather and black and white on the filter. Let's go over here and see. And the next three, I turned the weather off, so it's on default. This is the sepia filter setting. Trying to get rid of this little queen down there. Again, the sepia filter. Let's head up to Watoga and show you the same spots. It's got an interesting look about it. Oh my god, these robots. Die, die, die. There we go. And one of them is hiding in their little cloud. Okay, let's head up the hill here. And try to take a look at this spot again. This reminds me of like Fallout 3, but in some of the other areas. Just that kind of lack of color. I really like it. Actually, I like all of it. I mean, I just see so many opportunities here for, gosh, so much creativity. And I like being able to change the weather. So if I want to do something really quick, I can turn the weather to what I want it to be. No rain, nice sunny days, everything. And the last filter with no weather is called feral. I noticed that the metals look very gray and the reds are, gosh, they're popping. The reds are super bright. The metals look good. The sky is like a permanent gray, very neutral, but the reds are really, really enhanced. So again, I hope you guys like this. It's just a little bit of a preview of some of the build functions, also the weather and the filters in the new custom worlds. As far as I know, this is all coming in September for the fall release, along with the new daily ops and things that you saw in the video earlier today. So thanks so very much for watching, and I'll see you out in the wasteland.